Good morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here. It is Thursday, June 24th, 59 degrees. Going up to 79. Weather's been absolutely amazing the last few days. It's supposed to get a little warmer. I know next week is going to be in the 90s for, I think, the majority of the week. Probably humid. So I'm enjoying this weather while it lasts because it has been absolutely perfect weather. Chilly in the morning. Wearing a long sleeve shirt, but then it gets up to into the upper 70s. Today I am smoking my Radice billiard, rind billiard. It's got the spiral shank, tapered stem. Smooth rim. It's an awesome little size too. It's perfect. It's probably a group 3, maybe 2 or 3. And in it today, I am smoking Baren's Mixture Flake, which I was looking to see exactly what it is, and it's almost kind of hard to tell exactly what it is because it says it's Virginia, Cavendish, Burley. There's definitely, and then it says unknown. There's definitely some Kentucky, some dark barred, I would say. They call it an aromatic, but I mean, it's, to me, it's just a flake with a bunch of different. They say it's 35 different tobaccos, which, I mean, that's kind of crazy if you think about it. 35 different tobaccos, 35 different leaves. Varietals of leaf. But yeah, I get kind of a Kentucky, Virginia. It's really kind of hard to it kind of tastes like what is it? Peterson's. They like dark flake. You get some of that. Like medicinal type of flavor. It's kind of hard to explain, but like that, I call it medicinal. It's got like a medicinal type of like Kentucky flavor to it. I think it has its the normal Baren honey topping or casing. I'm actually surprised because I have 2 different blends. This blend, and I have Mixture Modern. I think it is Modern Mixture Modern. I forget. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. If like both of these tins, I kind of forgot about, and they've been buried away just in the tin opened. So I didn't know if this was gonna be super dry, but it wasn't. The moisture content was perfect. It's been open for probably a year. I mean, obviously, because it's a flake, it's going to be a lot better than if it was a ribbon cut. But I was expecting it to be drier than it is, and it's not. It's actually perfect. It's good. It's not something I would normally reach for, which is probably the reason why it wasn't jarred and I forgot about it. According to the tobacco reviews, when this first came out, it was like the first of its kind, having so many different blends and just the flavor profile of it. Hence the term mixture, because it is a true mixture. It's good though. It's very unique. Like I said, you definitely taste the Virginias, and then I taste Kentucky, and I don't even know if there's Kentucky in it. I don't know if it's like their spicy Cavendish or the McBaren Cavendish that they use that's pinch hitting for Kentucky, and that's what's given that flavor profile. It's definitely pretty tasty. I don't think it's something I would really stock up on, buy again. Really, I mean, it doesn't really hit my wheelhouse. It's funny that the longer I go in this hobby, and I guess we're going on 6 years smoking a pipe almost. The less I find myself reaching for like a bunch of different tobaccos. Like in the beginning, you have tobacco acquisition disorder, and you just want to try everything because you don't know, I might like this, or how do I know if I like it or not? And and I had it bad. I mean, hundreds of tobaccos, and anymore, I could honestly, if I had 10 tobaccos, I'd be perfectly fine. They'd probably be Solani 633, Escudo, McBaren HH Pure Virginia, Sutliff Virginia 507C, London Flake from Peretti, Amphora Virginia. What I've been really liking a lot lately? Boston Slices. I've been smoking the crap out of that from LJ Peretti. Just a great straight Virginia. Orlick, obviously, which I haven't been smoking a lot of recently. I feel like I've been leaning towards like the little bit of the deeper, like the pure Virginia, full Virginia flake. Basically, the who's who of Virginias and vapors. I would be perfectly fine if that's all I had for the rest of my life, just to smoke those. I'd be content, because it seems like the last 6 months, that's the majority of what I reach for. And that's not a bad thing, because like I said, I had made I had made it, or was trying to make a conscious effort to narrow my cellar and just deepen it. And it kind of just happens on its own, I think. You know, once you find, and I mean, and I have a lot more tobaccos in my cellar that I really enjoy, but you know, if some of those were to not be available, and all I had were, you know, those 10 blends or so, I'd be perfectly content. Yeah, Newminster Superior 400, the Navy Flake 400. Superior Navy Flake number 400. That I really enjoy. I've been smoking a lot of that lately. I find myself kind of shying away from like Watch City, Old Dominion, and I guess was it 558, like that crumble cake, that like thick. It's like basically a crumble cake, you know. It's supposed to be like Virginia slices, but they're like those thick ones that break apart. And the problem not the problem, but the thing I don't really prefer about it is when you break it apart and then you crumble it out, it turns into like a really fine, not a powder, but like if you keep rubbing it out, it turns into basically like a powder. And I prefer you know, a flake to rub out, or a broken flake that holds its form. It packs better, it smokes better. I find myself either, you know, packing it too tight sometimes, and then you don't get a really good burn from it, or if I try to not do that, I end up packing it kind of light, and then it only lasts, you know, 45 minutes or so, half hour, where I like to pack flakes and smoke them for an hour and a half or so. So I wish that they made those blends in a traditional flake form, which is the reason why I've been smoking a lot of the, you know, the Peretti's London Flake and the Boston Slices over their number 8 Flake, or number 8 Slice Flake, whatever one that is. Like, I really love that one too, but that's one of those like crumble cake flakes, which I'm like, you know, I just find myself not reaching for it as much, even though I love the flavor and the taste of it. It's an awesome blend, but it's just too much work sometimes. But they're still good. But I know if that Old Dominion was a traditional flake, I would smoke that way more. But going to pick up, I'm buying off a customer. It's like a ridiculous deal. It's like $150. It's there's like a drill press, a little like bench bandsaw, a bench grinder, a buffing wheel, a belt, like a belt sander, like a bench belt sander. What else? Here's something else, all for like $150. Stuff's like barely used. He was making his own holsters. He shoots competitively, and he was making his own gun holsters at one point, and he gave it up, and he's got all this equipment. And I was like, one of those things new is, you know, just as much as that, to have all that stuff. And some of it I'm probably never going to use, but I could always sell it for cheap and recoup some of the money. It was just such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up. So I'm heading over to his house now to pick up that stuff and bring it back to the shop. But anyway, mixture flake, it's good. It's getting better as the bowl goes down. Some of that medicinal, like strong Maybe it's Irish Flake I'm thinking of that has that same taste. I think it might be Irish Flake. One of the Peterson flakes that has like that medicinal, almost, you want to say, I almost want to say like a menthol taste, but it's not menthol. It's hard to describe, but that's what you get. And it definitely tones down the further you go. I mean, I've been smoking it for 15 minutes or so, and I'm probably down into the second third of the bowl. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Hope everybody's doing well as usual. I guess I'll round out my McBaren blends tomorrow with the modern mixture. I can't remember what that is, but hopefully, like I said, I haven't opened that tin, so hopefully that, I think that's I'm pretty sure that's a ribbon cut, so that might be pretty dry. If it is, we'll just skip it, but we'll go into the Burleys. Anyway, guys, have a great day, and remember, the left lane is for passing. See you guys.